job portals in Nigeria. Well, this is where we get to talk about job opportunities, how young people, young graduates, or pre-NYSC, or even while serving as a student, as a core member, how you can get jobs, how you can better place yourself for a job opportunity, how you can present yourself during interviews, how you can access online opportunity for placements. Well, so far on the show for the past editions, we've talked about how to answer the "Tell me about yourself" question. We've talked about how to online jobs that you can do as a student and as a young graduate. And the last time we talked about the questions that you should ask in an interview as a job seeker, and we talked about the kind of questions you should ask when you are before an interviewer or in front of a human resource manager. So today we'll be talking about another a very different topic that you will be interested in. Today we'll be talking about job hunting tips. Now, as a graduate or a first school leaver, one of the things you'll be concerned about is how to get a job after school. In fact, while you are in service, that's in the National Youth Service Corps, the 1 year compulsory service for every Nigerian graduate, the first thing that pops up on your mind is, how do I get a job? How do I get employed? How do I make money, basically? Because, of course, that's one of the reasons why you want to get a job. So today I would be opening your eyes to the tips that you should follow to get the jobs of your dream. What are those things that you should do even while you are searching for a job? So let's get on the right together. First on my list is know your career goals. So I have like 10 tips here. I hope we can finish up the tips, but then if we can't, we will continue on another edition. So the first one is know your career goals. Now, as a graduate or as a young person, you should know what it is you're pursuing in life. You should know what your visions are, what your dreams are, what your goals are, what your ambitions are. And your career is different from other aspects of your life. So as much as you set your goals for your finances, you set your goals for marriage, you set your goals for other aspects of your life, it's also very important that you set goals for your career, okay? In 5 years' time, where do I want to be? What do I want to have achieved? What are those things that I want to be added to my batch as a sales manager or as a medical officer or as a radio personality? So whatever it is whatever career you're pursuing, you must have your set down goals. Now for goals, we talk about long term, we talk about short term. So you can say, okay, in first 1 year in my career, okay, I want to have been able to get to this level, and in 5 years I want to have graduated or moved ahead from that level to perhaps a top leader or a top manager in my industry. So that would help you, that would propel you, and also set the path straight for you to know what kinds of jobs to apply for. So it's very important that you know your goals. It's when you know your destination that you know the road to travel, right? So knowing your goals will help you to know the kind of jobs to apply for, the kind of materials to read, the kind of resources to devour while preparing yourself for the job. And the next on the list is plan ahead. Now, like they say, if you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. So even planning is not just applicable in school, okay, you read to prepare yourself for exams. Planning is applicable in every aspect of your life. So if you want to get that dream job of yours, then you have to plan ahead. And how do you plan? You plan by getting the needed skills for that job you are looking for, get the needed certification. So if, let's say, you want to build a career in human resource, so definitely you should begin to take human resource management courses, join human resource management professional bodies. And if you want a you want to you're building a career in, say, public relations or in the communications industry, of course you know that you should be more concerned about taking courses and getting certifications in the communication industry. So basically, you don't have anything doing with um, human resource management courses. So planning sets the path straight for you. As much after knowing your career goals, then you start planning ahead. What are the courses that I should take? What are the certifications as we have? What are the skills that I should have? And it also helps you to be updated with the trends in the industry. Okay, so it helps you to get updated with the skills. Now, the skills that are needed now, say in the medical field, is quite different. It's far ahead of the skills that were needed some 20 years ago. So knowing all of these things will help you to plan, okay, these are the skills that I need to be equipped with. These are the skills that I need to have developed in my life before I set out. Okay, another thing is get help on your CV and cover letter. Now, this is something that cannot be overemphasized. If I say this repeatedly, like over and over and over and over again on this show, it is very important because that's what sells you to the recruiter. So you see a job placement or a job vacancy advert and you apply. Of course, what you send to the recruiter is your CV and your cover letter. Now, in these times when technology has made things easy for human resource managers, so they have the application tracking system, the ATS, that sorts out thousands, because averagely, an average recruiter would get, let's say, 1,000 job applications. Now, a human being is not a machine that will go through thousands of job applications. So what they do is they put those CVs, those letters, through the applicant tracking system. That's the ATS. And so it sorts out all of those CVs that do not contain the keywords, that do not contain the skills, the descriptions that the recruiter has sent out. So if your CV or your cover letter doesn't contain those, well, the ATS just scraps it off, and that means it never gets to the human resource manager. So that's why you need to get professional help with writing your CV and cover letter. And this is what we do at Delon Nigeria. We help you to craft your CV, beautifully craft your CV. So your CV is selling you. Your CV is telling the recruiter, this is what I have. I have what you need for this job. I have all the skills that are needed. I am the right person for this job. Basically, I am the right choice. So if you don't pick me, you've made a wrong decision. That's what your CV and your cover letter should say about you. Now, you wouldn't go to a recruiter with a CV that the next thing that comes to his or her mind is to trash it out or just place it at one corner of his office. You need to get help, professional help now. Mark that word, professional help with your CV. Don't go take it to one secretary somewhere that types and say, oh, please, I want to type. You need professional help with your CV. And at Delon Nigeria, all you need to do is simply go on our website, jobs.delon.ng, and you will see our CV services, that we offer right there. Very affordable. I know some young graduates think, well, I don't have the money to pay to have my CV written or my cover letter worked on for me. But I'll ask you, if you get the job, the money you would get paid, would be 10 times greater than the money you paid for getting the CV done. So why don't you take the sacrifice? That's it. And there are 1,001 chances that you will get the job if your CV and your cover letter is professionally written. So you see that you need to begin to make sacrifices. That's basically it. And sacrificing 5,000 naira, sacrificing 10,000 naira to get a job where you'll be paid, say, 80,000 naira, 100,000 naira. Well, I don't think that's too big a sacrifice to make. So head on to our website, jobs.delon.ng, to get your CV rewritten. And then another on my tip is use all job search resources. Now, on the internet, there are 1,001 websites that would help you where vacancies are posted. And the number one on that website is Delon Nigeria. That's what we do. We post job vacancies every day. There are 1,000 job vacancies. And not just that, we post resources that will help you to better place yourself for job recruitment, for job employment, basically. So you should be open to resources like this. Soft website, go online, devour materials, read up, basically get enough knowledge that you need, because after school, or say after service, and you are heading out to the labor market, there are so many people that are better than you. So you have to be equipped enough to compete with these people. And of course, those that are in the industry are also trying their best to ensure that they remain there. So you are coming to join a crowd of people who have vast knowledge about these things, and you're coming as an amateur or someone who doesn't know anything at all. Of course, that wouldn't speak well of you. So you need to devour resources, devour materials, read as much as you can, and surf the net. Go on online, go on websites that post job vacancies, so you can better increase your chances of getting a job. And like I earlier said, Delon Nigeria is the top leading job portal in Nigeria. So of course, if you are not on Delon Nigeria, if you are not registered, or if you have not visited the website, then you are doing yourself more harm than good in your search for a job. Okay, the next of my tip is have more than one resume. Basically, customize your resume. Now, if you are in the communication industry, now as a communications person, you can work as a public relations manager. You can work as a customer service, manager, a CRM, or customer relationship manager, whichever it is called. You can also work as the media manager for any organization. Now, these are three different roles. You will not submit the same CV for these roles. So if you're applying for the position of a public relations officer, your CV should be tailored to fit the skills needed as a public relations officer. And your experiences should be written in a way that portrays you as someone who can effectively relate with the public. But if you're applying for a media manager, now how you would write your CV for a public relations officer would be very different from how you would write it if you're applying for the job of a media manager. That's why you should have your CVs customized. And yes, you might say I have the experiences I have are the same, but that's why it is called that. That's why I earlier mentioned that you need professional help with these things. They're not something you can just sit down and draft, on your own, just on your own sheer knowledge of it. Okay, that's why you need professional help with them. The professionals help you to craft it, to rewrite it, to build it, to tailor it according to the role you're applying for. All you need to do is just submit your CV and then tell them the role you're applying for. Of course, your CV already contains the necessary information needed, and if they would require any other information, they'll get across to you, and you get your CV well written for the job you are applying for. So never submit the same CV for different roles. You are only killing your chances of getting the job. So far, I've given 5 tips. 5 job hunting tips. I said you should know your career goals. You should plan ahead. You should get help on your CV and cover letter. Get professional help on your CV and cover letter. It is very important. I said this cannot be emphasized. I can mention this as many times as possible because it seems like the most important of all. And then you should use all job search resources. Visit online websites. Visit job websites where job vacancies are posted, websites where job resources are posted that you can read, that you can use. For example, Delon Nigeria is top of all. And I also mentioned that you should customize your resume. Do not apply for different roles with the same resume because you are only reducing your chances of getting the job. So those are the 5 tips that I have mentioned so far. I'll head on right to the remaining tips. The next one, network regularly. Now, networking is like the life wire of every individual. Now, if you want to get anywhere, if you want to attain any position, then you need to have people who have connections to this position in your network. Okay, so don't just sit there and say, I am sending CVs out, I am reading, I am preparing myself for interviews, then I am ready for the job. You need to network, reach out to people, meet people who are already in this industry that you want to get into. Make friends with them, not necessarily close friends. Make acquaintances with them. Let them know you. Let them know that, oh, I'm interested in this industry and I'm seeking to start my career, to build my career in this industry. Network. And well, thank God there are different networking platforms, professional networking platforms now. For example, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the top professional platforms that you can network. You can meet basically anyone from any industry on LinkedIn. So if you're watching this video and you are a graduate or you are currently serving or you have finished service and you are not on LinkedIn, well, I'd say I'm so sorry about that, but really, your chances of getting a job are quite low. So you need to get on LinkedIn, get on other professional websites, other professional networking websites, and get to know people. You even get updated about the trends in these industries because these people are leading managers in these industries. They've been there for years, and so they make posts on the industry. You learn from their posts. You learn from what they share. You learn from the groups that they belong to. You can also network via professional groups on Facebook and WhatsApp. Yes, though some people would say Facebook has become a platform for kids, but I tell you, it is what you go to look for on Facebook that you get. So if you go on Facebook look to make friends with kids, of course there are many kids on Facebook that you make friends with. But if you go on Facebook to search for professional materials, to meet professional people, you will get them. So basically on Facebook, it is about what you are going there to look for. It is about why you are on Facebook. So begin to streamline your search on Facebook. Be careful of the friends you make. Be careful of the friend requests you accept. And now one thing I have observed about Facebook is that it has its own way. The system has been designed to bring to you what you like, what you comment on. So if what you like on Facebook are pictures of slave queens, or what you majorly post are pictures like that, then that's what you will get. But when you begin to like professional materials on Facebook, you share them, make comments on them, then Facebook will push more contents like this to you. So you need to begin to streamline what you do on Facebook. Streamline the friend requests you accept. Don't just accept requests from a nobody. Go through your profiles if you have to. Go through your profiles and show this is what you are looking for before you accept such requests. And please go on your friend list and delete those who need to be deleted. Really, it's not you don't have to have 5,000 friends on Facebook and they are not valuable friends. If you have just 1,000 friends and they are great people of good network, well, I think that's the best for you. So do that. Go join professional groups on Facebook, join professional groups on WhatsApp too. So enough of the WhatsApp groups where just you get this pornography or you get irrelevant content. Begin to ask that your contacts send you links to professional groups. Join them and you will learn, not just learn. In fact, WhatsApp is also a very better platform to network because to me, WhatsApp is very close. There's like a close relationship you have with people you meet on WhatsApp, unlike Facebook. and LinkedIn. Okay. Next on my list is get registered on online job portals. Yes. So you can get notifications of job vacancies. You can get notifications when there's a space to be filled in any organization. And yes, that's what we also do at Delon Nigeria. In fact, at Delon Nigeria, we are concerned about you as a job seeker, as a graduate. We are concerned about you getting a job and living the life of your dream. To get registered on Delon Nigeria today, it's very simple. Just log on to our website, like I earlier mentioned, jobs.delon.ng, and you will be getting notifications of job vacancies, where you need to send your CVs to, how to get yourself a placement in any industry of your choice. Okay, I really need to run things down. Next is identify and develop your skills. Now, I earlier mentioned that if you are if you are looking to build a career in a particular industry, then you need to know, be updated. Okay, what are the latest skills needed in this industry? Then you build on them, you learn them if you do not have them before. So it is very important that you identify the skills, learn them if you don't have any knowledge on them before, and if you do, develop them. Don't just say, okay, I have the skill, and you just sit down there. Put them to work. Put them to work via volunteering, via internship. Okay. End of the time you get a paying job or a full-time job, put those skills to work. Because if you don't, you might soon become outdated, or you might soon lose knowledge of those skills. So begin to put those skills to work. By so doing, you get better at it. And then when you get a job opportunity, of course, it becomes much more easier. And you have all the experience, better experiences to show that, yes, I have the skills and I have put them to work with good results, tangible results to show. Okay, you also apply for jobs regardless. Now, you're looking for a job or you want to get a job and you're not applying. I don't understand. How do you intend to get one? Okay, so apply for jobs online, apply for jobs on site. Okay, don't limit your job applications to online. Yes, I know there are higher chances of you getting a job online, but then speaking to a friend of yours who works in an organization that you would love to work can go a long way. Asking him or her, okay, please let me know if there's a job opportunity. Okay, can help you go a long way. So apply for jobs as many times as possible. Apply for jobs as much as you can. Send your CVs out. Let's be on everyone's faces. Basically, announce yourself if that's what you have to. Okay, send your CVs out regardless. Don't say, oh, I I don't have money to, well, sometimes maybe money can be a limitation. Maybe being able to afford some things can be a limitation. But then, like I also mentioned earlier, making sacrifices is very important. If this is your dream, this is something you want, if this is something you really want to achieve, then you wouldn't dull at it. Okay, you wouldn't dull at it. You would go all out to ensure that you do what it takes. So don't just limit your job applications online. Of course, you would apply online. Also try that you apply on site. And the truth of this is, I'll go back to networking again. Sometimes most vacancies are not even advertised. They are given to people who know people who know people that that need the job. So that's why it's very important that you know people and people know you, and let them know. If you have to make posts on Facebook every day, that okay, guys, I need a job, and don't just bombard them. Very important one. Don't look needy. I think that'll be my last point. Don't look needy. Don't seem like, oh, this guy is desperate. Yes, as much as you want the job, don't seem desperate about it, because you might end up being manipulated. You might end up being taken advantage of. Yes, that's the word. So don't look desperate. Don't seem needy. Yes, let them know that yes, I need a job, but then I know my worth. Okay, I know what I value. I have my worth. If this is what I'm bringing to the table, then this is what I am taking for it. Don't push yourself out as someone who desperately needs the job until whatever it is they offer you, you're ready to take it. That's why sometimes when job seekers go for an interview and they tell them, okay, what would you want us to pay you? They say anything, anything you want to pay. No, that's very bad. That's basically saying I don't have any value. So the small one that I have, any amount you pay me, I'll collect it like that. It should be it's not done that way. You should place worth on your value. You should place financial worth on your value. Okay, so let them know you've got something to offer. You've got something upstairs that they need in their organization, and they should be ready to pay for it. Basically, negotiate. Last week I said that interview is not gone are the days when it was a one-way thing. Now it is a two-way thing. You're talking to someone, and this person is talking to you. So even as the person being interviewed, you have the right to ask questions. You have the right to say what you want, and then you negotiate with the person and reach an agreement. Okay, so don't seem all needy and desperate. Let them know you've got the value, you know what your value is worth, and you're not ready to take anything less. All right, that's the tips that I have for you today on job hunting. So begin to apply these tips, and your chances of getting a job have just tripled. Once again, don't forget to get on jobs.delon.ng. We offer CV writing services, professional help on your CV and your cover letter. It is very, very important that you get professional help in your CV at a very affordable price. Okay, we understand that you are a fresh graduate. We understand that. You might not really have the funds. That's why we care about you, and we've made it very, very affordable for you. Okay, and not just that, we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of materials for you, and we have the most diverse database of jobs in Nigeria, from very small jobs to internships to specialized IT jobs. And we also currently provide free services to small businesses who are seeking to help top talent, who are seeking to, we also provide specialized IT recruitment service to bigger companies. So there's a lot that we do at Delon Nigeria. That's a lot that we do. Just go on our website and you will be fed. Okay, now go get that job. We'll catch up again next week. My name remains Deborah Yusuf, and this is where we draw the curtain on this week's edition of Finding Jobs in Nigeria, brought to you by Delon Nigeria, a leading job portal in Nigeria. Bye for now.